How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here yet again, bringing you folks another video. I just ran over a skunk. It's been flattened for like almost a month, so I'm hoping it's really not going to stink, but I'm pretty sure I'm absolutely certain I ran that over. So we're gonna make this video a little bit quicker there, but it'll be like 4 minutes. So I had an interesting experience today in the school, and I'm only gonna really cite from it a little bit. We're not gonna get really specific there, but basically someone was behaving a little bit unprofessional. Let's keep it that way. We'll just say that much. And I'm sorry if I don't look at the camera very often, but I'm just focusing on the driving. I know I need to make sure I do that as much as possible. So anyway, point being said, they weren't acting very professional, and I kind of want to talk about that in the workplace because the teacher had brought up a good point, and normally I don't always agree with this teacher on everything. We kind of butt heads a little bit once in a while. That was just my buddy from high school, but this part I did, and I'll explain it to you here. It'll make sense. So this person was basically just saying, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, right? To about every situation that arose, and whether that be just getting somewhere, doing a task, doing an assignment, and translating that to the workplace. The teacher actually had said this really good line, and I really agreed with it. Is basically that doesn't work in the workplace. I'll tell you that now, right? Like, I'm sorry, like that's harsh to hear, but I'm like, they're right. Like, that doesn't work in the workplace very well. I tried this a couple years ago. I had a manager tell me to do something, and I'll tell you right now, I was kind of blunt with it, actually, a little more blunt than I should have been at the time. And I told them, I said, no, mate, I will not do this task. And I tried to explain that doing this task could possibly get somebody sick, and I don't want that on my conscience, right? You're more than welcome to do it, but I will not partake in that activity. That is wrong, right? That's what I'm trying to say, right? Is what I was laying down, the law. I was laying it down. Okay. Now, unironically, I was literally told to quit my job because of this. So this backfired, and that is like one of the only times I can remember that when you have proper reason to say, I can't do that, I can't do this, right? Like, if you're not like properly trained, I can't do that is appropriate, right? If that's against if your moral code, right? Like if something's screaming in your stomach and it's like, dude, don't do this, that's probably a reason not to do it. But when it comes down to just like literally, here's some work, I want you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit and do something, no, I can't do that. Why not? No, I can't do that. That's not how it goes. And I'm telling you, it don't work. Again, from my example, even of just saying that and even having reason to back it up, that clearly was like actually good reasoning too. Like, it wasn't just me pulling something out of my ass. Yeah, and I still got shut down. So there you go. I don't really know how to play it any safer than that, but like I said, in this person's example, I see where they're coming from, and that's really kind of the idea. Like, I wouldn't really call it an argument per se, but the debate they were having, we'll put it that way, that was going back and forth. Like I said, I honest to God fully get where both parties came from, right? Like, as a teacher, you want to help out your student, you want to help them out as best you can, you want to give them good advice, but when the student is just not willing to hear it, right, you have to put yourself in the shoes of the student and be like, are they like financially stressed? Are there other factors going on in their lives right now that are playing a part? What's their medical issues like, right? And you know that, and it all plays a part. Everything does, and it weighs down on them, whether it be college or university. And at the end of the day, I don't think any one individual has it either. Okay, no one does. And I grew up believing that. I really did. I really grew up believing that, like, I had a shitty situation, and I was kind of alone on that. Yeah, you know what? Someone might not have had it to the same degree. They might have had it worse. They might have had it less worse, but in another degree, in another way, they had it worse than I did, right? And that's what you look at there. You don't know what that person's going through. So when they're getting mad, when they're just starting to say, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do that, and I mean a separate things, it's not just the same thing, they're saying that 3 times. But when they're saying like to multiple things, I cannot do that task, right? I cannot do this assignment, I cannot do what you're asking of me. You kind of have to look, you kind of have to look back in the mirror and be like, you know, what do I deal with? What can I understand where they're coming from in some manner? And you know, and sometimes you really don't know. Sometimes they don't disclose that information. Sometimes they're, you know, I don't think most people are always that public about it. And that's just a fact. It's not everybody wants to talk about it. I hope the best for that person. But like I said, in this video example, when it comes down to a workplace environment, I'm sorry to say, but from my experience, it's pretty much a fucking, they tell you to jump, you just ask how high, right? That's all you get out of them. And some companies are different, but I mean, I think for the most part, you're gonna find that it's pretty much like sir, yes, sir kind of thing. But again, like I said, it all depends on the company that you get. Some are a lot more reasonable than others. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Leave your comments down below if you want to suggest any feedback on the video, and we're gonna see you in the next one. Comrade.